Hello and welcome back to Football Manager once again. We have now made it to the Havant Waterlooville game. If you watched the last video, you know we did beat Ebbsfleet 2-1. We did make a bit of a meal out of that result, I'll grant you. We should have won far more comfortably than we did, but as you can see, they did score a consolation on the 73rd minute. It would have been an equaliser if this goal here had stood, but thankfully it was given as offside. So we did win that game, of course. We are now actually clear by 9 points off of Oxford City, meaning that, if I'm honest, if we don't get promoted this season, I would be, I'd be rather annoyed at myself for one, the team for second, and it would be effectively a call for the bottle job comments in the social feed, in the comments section, if more than 4 people watch this video or any other video of this series. But yeah, it's going to be difficult. According to this, they're delighted with the knowledge that we are overachieving quite considerably. They are obviously making sure that I know that relegation is a sackable offence. I'm well aware of that fact. I know full well that should I fall from 1st to 21st, which, if I must add, would be very impressive for any team to do, that it would be a call for the sack. Now, we're playing Bath in a few games after this one, and Bath, at one point this season, were top of the league. I mean, look at this, they were top for so long. Then we took their spot here, they took it back for that one, then they went and collapsed. They're now in 10th place, at risk of not even getting the playoffs at this point, which is rather surprising, I have to say. They were dominating at the start of the season, 3-0 wins, 4-1 wins, 4-2 wins, winning almost every game they played. And then we took their top spot from them, and then they collapsed after that. Simple as that, really. We've got Havant Waterlooville today. I think this is the exact same squad as the previous match. I could be wrong, I'm not too sure. It's been about 2 or 3 days since I last recorded, because my throat is acting up again, and hopefully this video will not be affected by it. You may actually be able to hear a bit of a sort of rasping noise when I speak. That isn't just my normal voice, it is just the fact that, to be fair, my throat, I don't know what it is, it just feels more solid than normal, if you know what I mean. Like normally when you press, like, you're not going to press down your throat obviously, but like when you press down the sides of your throat, you can sort of feel a bit of give sort of thing, but on mine it's literally completely solid. But enough talking about myself and my throat and illness, and I'm going to blow forward into today's game, and hopefully we can get another win on bounce today, because I believe we're 6 wins on the trot, but I could be wrong. I didn't actually check the schedule for this match because I'm an idiot. But yes, so this is the team sheet for today's game. Elijah Cisse in goal, with Andrew Burns at right back, Ollie O'Dwyer and Michelle Parker in centre back, Kieran Parcell as captain at left back, Joe Hanks and Luke Russ as centre midfielders, just behind Dan Holman as attacking midfielder, Ross Stern as our right wing, and Stanley as left wing, with Umar Traore as our lone striker. On the bench we have Luke Jordan, Alex Petrovic, Glenn Walker, Charlie Ball and Spencer Hamilton. Havant Waterlooville, on the other hand, have Ross Warner in goal, Aaron Williams, Musa Diarra, Sam Magri, Harvey Sayer, Captain Godfrey Poku, Josh Taylor, Matt Robinson, Andre Hassanali, who I recognise the name, I think he possibly played for us with Boston last season, Musa Bakayoko, Tommy Wright on the bench, Joe Tupper, Jamie Bradley Green, Billy Clifford, Joe, not going to chance pronouncing his last name, Fano, and Simon Walton. I'm going to say that we should be winning this one comfortably. We are favourites this match. We are ahead of them by about 15 or 16 points at this point. Yeah, 15 points ahead of them at this stage. We should be dominating this fixture. Ball over the top from Havant and Waterlooville, but it's picked up by Burns. Over the top from him this time, but picked up this time by Havant and Waterlooville. Hassanali now running the ball forward, gets to the edge of our box and is given away a penalty. 7 minutes and we give away a penalty. Wondrous, absolutely wondrous. Oh, dearie me. So after 8 minutes of football, Sam Magri makes it 1-0 to Havant Waterlooville, thanks to a god-awful penalty decision from the referee. At least from my perspective, it looked like he got the ball cleanly and it looked like he was very clean in the tackle, not really giving away the foul. It's a bit tough if we were to lose this game 1-0 now because of the fact that it was a penalty that gave away that goal, but unfortunately that's how football works, and unfortunately it's how Football Manager works quite often. Stern picks up a ball from a blocked cross. Holman now with the ball, running it through the middle, looking up to try and get a pass forward, finds Stanley. He now runs it forward into the middle of the field, plays it back to Hanks. Hanks now up wide to Burns near the halfway line, ball over the top, looking for, I believe that's probably Umar Traore, but doesn't find him. Robinson plays the ball forward to right, then Hassan Ali on the right, getting past to the last defender, and it's a second penalty. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. 2 penalties in the space of 7 minutes apart. And this time he scores again. You have got to be kidding me. 2 penalties. Both of which, mind you, I am not happy they were given, for one. Number 2, the goalkeeper really should have known where that ball was going. The first penalty went in the exact same spot. Free kick for us. Hanks swings the ball into the far post, and Michelle Parker, with his 3rd goal of the season, does pull a goal back. I'm going to demand more at this point, because the team know they should be, at the very least, on equal terms. They should not be losing. Even if it's by penalties, they should not be losing. And Cisse needs to have a good look at himself letting in the second penalty. The first one, you can write it off. He doesn't know which way he's going. The second penalty, you know where he's going. He should have saved it. He really should have. With just a few seconds remaining of the 45, a throw-in is given to Havant Waterlooville. Magri heads the ball forward, down by Taylor, poker over the top for Wright, who looked offside but apparently wasn't offside, and it's 3-1 going into half-time. And after 45 minutes of football, I'm not even going to watch this replay because it's just frustrating to me at this point. And after 45 minutes plus stoppage time, we are 3-1 down, and I'm throwing the bottle. I'm that annoyed that I'm just throwing the bottle. Umar Traore is coming off for Charlie Ball. I just can't deal with him being up front at this point. He's not doing well in his position. He needs to come off. So we'll have Charlie Ball as a poacher, and I will probably bring off Parcel at some point due to the fact being that he's on a yellow card. I don't want to risk him getting sent off, especially in a game where we're already down by 2 goals. I'm going to change to an attacking mentality and fire up the team, because hopefully that will actually help them push themselves further forward. At least we haven't conceded 2 penalties in the first 15 minutes of this half, which is a positive, especially given the quality of the first half. We are now only 6 points clear of Oxford. Now they're winning against St Albans, which isn't good. And yeah, I'm not happy with this result at all. So we're going to make our last 2 changes now, and it's going to be Stern off for Jordan and Walker on for Holman, and then swapping with Hanks, who's going to play as an advanced playmaker, whilst Walker becomes a ball-winning midfielder. And we're just going to go very attacking for the last 10 minutes, at least try and pull back a consolation second goal, but at this point it's not going to happen. I think, 2 minutes stoppage time, we've lost this match 3-1, and I'm not happy. I am not happy at all, and for some reason my mouse is doing another weird thing again where it gets itself caught on something, but I'm not quite sure what it is, because my mouse pad is completely clear and clean. Like here, for instance, I'm moving it up and down, but as you can see, I'm moving it left and right. You can hear it probably moving on the microphone, but it's just not moving on the screen. There we go, moving in now. So they were not good enough. They need to know they're not good enough. We should have controlled that game from start to finish. Yes, we gave away 2 penalties. No, I don't think either of them should have been given. The second one should have been saved quite comfortably by the goalkeeper. He didn't. We got a goal back through Michelle Parker. Very nice goal in the 20th minute. And then we conceded late on in the half. that just drained the team of all of its energy, and we ended up losing. So yeah, we lost. 8 games undefeated, we finally lost, and slamming them was the correct decision on my part. It was that bad. Prior to that game, we were on a 5-game winning streak with a draw against Welling, and then 2 games we won prior to it. I'm sorry, I can't have that as an acceptable result. Ted, who are you? You don't have a nickname, your name is just Teddy. Okay, Edward Campbell Sutherland. Apparently he's called Teddy. I might just sign him because he's called Teddy. Either way, it doesn't matter. Sorry, sidetracked again. So, given that we just lost that game, it's still more or less guaranteed at this point we're playoff bound. At the very, very least, we're playoff bound. So I think I'm going to come back around Maidstone and Hemel Hempstead. Hopefully we'll get a win against at least one of these 2 teams. I don't want to have to lose both of them, of course. But yes, hopefully we can get a good 6 points from these games, and hopefully from the prior games, especially the one against Oxford, we do need to win. So until next time, as I say every episode, I bid thee adieu and goodbye.